Well, guess what? We should be live. Well, as soon as that does that, okay, cool. I'm hearing myself twice. All right, that should fix that problem. All right. Hello, everybody. Can you hear us out there? If you can, let us know. If you can't, well, you're not going to let us know. So, yeah. Oh, that's what I wanted to hear. That you can hear us hearing us. All right, perfect. Hi. I'm not the DM. I'm going to let the DM do this. Oh, wait, we can't hear the players? Oh, okay, hold on. Okay. All right, okay. Okay. Bear with me as I fix this whole thing. All right, 1 second. I need one of y'all to talk. Okay. That's when it's going to start work. Okay, right. They don't hear what you're saying. Just working our way through the session 0 madness. It's totally fine.
Good trumpet noise too.
Oh no.
I don't know if I'm built to do. I don't
There
know
it
if I'm built
is.
to do horror games.
Apparently we can now be heard.
Voices.
Good thing they missed that
Yay!
one bit.
Excellent work, Jack.
No.
Hey, look, as long as we're up and running in the first hour, we're doing better than me.
Within the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's
New record.
in the first 10 minutes. That's a lot.
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
no.
We were so confident.
Oh.
What a conundrum.
That'll learn you.
How dare you assume that you did well in 10 minutes?
Okay, that requires meme.
Where a meme?
All right, and that should be it there. Yes, no?
Did that work? Did it work? Quickly, guys, we only have 30 seconds. Ready?
Yes!
Okay.
Boom.
Okay.
Woo!
Victory.
All right. Now we can actually get started, right?
Okay.
But like,
That
how
was
do we
it.
sound? I mean, do we sound good?
Do we need to shut it down and try it all over again?
Yeah.
No.
Should we start again?
I will shank y'all.
Come on, guys, we got to turn it off and turn
And we
it back
sound
on.
great. See? We're good.
Excellent. I guess we'll skip the vocal warm-ups then.
And immediately the whole room.
This is what I have to deal with. Okay.
Once again, welcome to our horror game.
Yes.
This is gonna
The
be
horror that
worst.
is listening to me sing.
How
Alright,
dare you?
Okay, there it's in chat for you, Sama.
Oh. Oh. Yeet.
Oh. All right.
Hold
so,
on, I have to open Discord again because I closed it because we're
Not that
streaming.
important.
Oh my
All right.
goodness.
So,
Okay.
this is
Okay.
going great. So, hello. Insert obligatory welcome to the party reference here. I'm Michi. We are going to be playing Eclipse Phase, the second edition, using the Kickstarter preview backer rules. I switched words there, it's fine. And tonight we're going to be doing our session 0. We've got a couple of characters we need to make. And then, just go through, talk through some boundaries because this is a horror game. There's gonna be uncomfortable things.
How
And we need to
comfortable?
figure out-
Discomfortable.
All of the above.
Yes,
There will
good
be consequences
puns.
for the puns.
Eh.
This has been established.
You have to be more specific than consequences.
Yeah. Oh, I will
Because-
be.
We're not discouraged yet.
You will be.
Give them a minute.
Oh, I'm too quiet. Hang on, I can fix that. That's the wrong way. Oh, my life. Okay, so
You sound a lot better, I think.
awesome. So
Yeah.
the first thing we do. Okay, which characters are we creating tonight? I know we're doing Jack's. I forgot the important thing. We should go around and introduce ourselves.
Which way do you want us to go?
Yeah,
Oh.
do you want us to go?
I don't remember the
This
layout. Oh God.
Okay, cool.
Go
I
that
will
way.
start
You
and then
want
I will
Jack
take.
or Gemma to go first?
Let's go that way.
Well,
So
point the
that's
other
the
direction.
Down from you.
That way.
Okay, cool. So, hi everybody. I am Capjack. Tonight, I will be creating and then playing DAC, and y'all will find out what that is an acronym for later. But yeah, that's me. And pronouns are they, them, and I'm super excited to play this. Oh my god! Tag in Rain.
I am Rain Hayes. I'm going to be playing Esev, who is very violent. And my pronouns are they, them. And you can find me on a bunch of other games on this channel because I can't get enough, apparently. Next.
So hey, I'm Bria. I'm gonna be playing Estrella, and I can't remember. I did come up with a last name, but I don't remember what it is now. And my pronouns. Well, I mean, I'll go by any pronouns, but primarily she, her, and maybe cannibalism. Next.
We did mention that this was a game of future horror, yeah?
Horror.
Yeah, we totally did. Surprise!
Surprise. Next is Wheels.
Wheels. I'm going to be playing Wheels, who is the criminal former kind of getaway driver, is the way I was picturing it, who has a tendency to get himself or his sleeves killed. And I'm Keith, and I go by he, him pronouns, though certainly identify strongly with the feminine spectrum of things. And that's all I have to say about that for the moment.
I guess that means it's my turn. I'm Gemma Hooper. I run a little streaming thing called Antipody Yarns, and podcasting thing called Antipody Yarns, and I'm a storyteller. This time, I'm being part of someone else's story, however, and I will be playing Melina Ware, who is, shall we say, a riddle wrapped in a mystery, wrapped in a conundrum.
many
Wrapped in
layers.
an event horizon.
And bacon.
No, that movie was a bit too jump scary for me. Sorry.
Oh, what?
Oh, wait, I'm in a space horror. No.
Let's give our game master more fodder for our nightmares.
Oh no.
All right, so
Let's call this an occasion for me to rise to.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, and I do she/her pronouns, so there's that too.
All right, so characters, we have Melina and Isev have been created. We just need to make sure they're
Everyone else.
cool. So that's everyone else we have to do a character for? Awesome.
I'm
Do you wanna
mostly
do me
done.
first
You're mostly done. Cool.
or last? Since I am the least done, I can almost guarantee.
I don't know. Who wants to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
Perhaps it could go in the steps. Like you're like step 1, choose this option, and then the people could, whoever needs
So
to
we'll all
do that
go
step
together.
See, but that
That
makes
is a
sense,
possibility.
and we can't have that.
Come on now, we
Gee.
have to fill up at least 2 hours. Come on.
just a thought.
Gee, I apologize for this. I apologize for this profusely, but Jack, if we get into
Yeah.
a situation where we get into like a major fight and you just go all out on someone, can we call it a Jack Dack attack?
Mm,
Yes.
I think that's required.
Dak. Oh, I
I'm
didn't even
sorry,
think about
Michi.
that. Oh no.
Maybe I should have gotten a bottle of alcohol.
Maybe you should.
Apparently, the rest of us already did.
All right, so backgrounds. Pick a background.
All right. So
Have
basically, with the background, I just need to figure out where I'm from and stuff.
Oh,
Where you're
gee,
from,
look
your
at that
history. Like I know Issa. What background did you pick?
I thought it was a
Uh,
nice GIF on the desktop.
Let's see. Background is Lost Generation.
That's right, you went lost. Because I mean, obvious reasons. Reasons that will
'Cause-
become obvious later.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is step one.
Because
is
science.
Because science. The only things that you're
Oh,
really
I-
limited is you probably aren't going to be lost unless you're Isev.
I called that one
That's
early.
alright. I'm a pleb. I'm a member of the underclass.
You're the underclass, right?
Which means, compared with me, you're all overclass.
I'm not a
also
class.
underclass.
Whatsoever.
I don't exist.
I think Isolife sounds about right.
Isolate?
No,
Infolife.
Infolife. That's the one.
All right. Yeah, that would make sense, actually. I could have
I'm not
suggested that. You wanted to go with Glitterati, right? Right, Bria?
Yes, as soon as I don't see that on here. Where the heck is that?
So you probably are going to end up going hyper elite. for your
Yeah,
background.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because it just makes sense.
It's on
Yeah.
page XX.
No, I'm looking
Now,
at
when
it
I'm
now.
looking
I was,
at,
you said- I was looking at I was looking for Glitterati, but that's not on here. That's a different thing.
That's a different section. We'll get
It's a
there.
completely different.
hey
Completely different
Michi,
section.
where it
Okay.
says like all those different things underneath our backgrounds, what do we do with those?
what do I do with that?
Those are the skills that background comes with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So note those down, but also if there's stuff that you want to switch out, you are welcome to. The only caveat is that you can only use points that you take from a no skill for another no skill.
All right, so I would note
What?
those in the skill section of the sheet.
Yes.
Okay, so
And does that go in the
after
total
deleting
or ranks or what?
Ranks. These are the ranks.
Okay.
ranks. Okay, this is gonna be a lot.
Yeah, you get pretty beefy with your skills after a while.
But yeah, like this is all just a general thing, and then you can switch them around at the end.
Oh my goodness! Thank you, Laugh Love Lindy, for the raid.
Oh,
my
wow.
God!
Thank you, Lindy.
Hi.
Thank you.
We are in the process of building our Eclipse phase characters. So welcome to Session Zero.
The sheer degree of
Okay.
evil laugh that's happening here.
I'm a little terrified.
Should be.
I like that we
Okay,
have
so
a
hard.
skill
So
that's
sad.
basically just like make someone angry at you.
Yeah.
Like
I can do that without a skill.
Right?
Or are you just very
And,
skilled
okay,
at it?
So what is a no?
So
What is no? Choose one.
Knowledge.
So your
So,
no
like,
skills, yeah, they're your knowledge skills, and the choose one, pick one from those
Different.
italicized ones. On the character sheet.
Oh, add.
yeah.
Okay, I see.
So you have
Woof.
knowledge skills and you have active skills.
So I would pick, let's say for me, I would pick system administration.
Yes.
Fine art, definitely.
And I-
And
Call that. Okay. And that's at the very top where it says no, and I click on that and add.
law, I guess.
Michi, will you hate me if this Pokemon plushie's name is a pun?
Make it a pun.
I won't hate you, but I might sigh very heavily.
What's his name? What's its name?
This is Genghis Gar.
I am in love.
I obviously can't hate puns.
Yeah, they can hate you though. If they want, you know.
Grr.
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 Hate the pun. Hate the puns, not the punsters.
Building.
So you've got backgrounds. What was
Okay.
Wheels' background?
Underclass.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Solidarity, brother.
was seeing a kind of an experience of growing up in absolute poverty and working his way up through kind of underground racing circuit, and then eventually getting recruited into a criminal organization through his wheel skills.
Hey-o. I love it.
Maybe
wheel
he
skills.
raced with actual vehicles that had wheels, though I feel like in the transhuman future, maybe wheels are like kind of passe or whatnot, but
No, they're just decoration at this point. No, but no, you would use wheeled vehicles for a lot of stuff. Honestly.
Yeah.
That's how he got caught in his first getaway. Was a hover car. He had no idea what to do.
Science exhibits, art displays, all the things you can use wheels for.
wheelbarrows.
Okay,
Those
so
are hover.
All right.
We're gonna have a wheelbarrow getaway at some point, and it's gonna be glorious.
Gonna be
Oh,
beautiful.
rickshaw getaway. it'll
Oh, a
happen.
space
This
rickshaw.
game has become Crash Pandas.
The joy of playing a pilot character is there's a guaranteed getaway. I mean, in every vehicle that you experience. So
I mean,
Let's
vehicles
make
also-
the. Sorry.
vehicles also tend to come equipped with AIs, so
I was going to say if we're going to do the rickshaw thing, we should make the infolife do all the carrying work.
that's so mean.
they don't
All right.
feel it.
Show us your hands. Show
Oh,
us how
like
strong
Clover.
you are.
All right.
don't-
So
Okay.
yes.
I don't get
Sorry,
the
Jack.
All right.
One day we'll find the plot.
So backgrounds check.
Okay. So
One
when
day
you're
we'll all
when
be
you get a
buried
career.
in plot somewhere.
Yes. So now we're on to careers.
So do you add your
Yes.
whatever
Okay.
together?
So
Number?
you pick a career and you'll get these and you'll add them to like whatever. At the
You
end,
already
if you have anything that's total over 80, you have to take anything over 80 and reallocate those points. But for right now, don't worry about it. Just add them and go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, that's great.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna have a lot. I'm gonna have some of that.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I'm gonna go with the hacker career.
What a shock.
Gonna be a
I
face.
know, right?
Gonna
And
be
not just a
Fitting.
giant face.
That would be pretty cool, though.
All right. So we
You'd be
have.
the
Already
face of
hit
Bo.
80 on one of these.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, I know that reference.
Oh.
Now we
Okay.
have hacker and a face. What was everybody
Interval.
else?
Soldier.
I should have figured that, yeah. I know that Melina is also a hacker.
Hackerish. Hacker adjacent.
Ooh, that'll be interesting.
As far as the career goes, anyway.
Yeah.
You guys could do a dueling hacker routine.
Nah.
Comes through the console.
I'm not that kind of hacker.
Brain hacks.
You're
Then what is wheels?
not very.
I was doing covert operative, which isn't super fitting, but I felt like it was the most fitting. So
Yeah, that works.
What is ego hunting?
That's like what happens when you're an assassin, but also people don't really die.
So
It's a knowledge skill I can take. What?
Means that you know about the habits and the personalities of ego hunters. I'm guessing.
Ego hunting is
methodology.
basically being able to actually hang on, give me 1 second to look that up because I don't want to talk out of my ass
Okay,
too
move it
much
over.
until absolutely necessary.
The GM said it. It's canon.
Yeah, see, that's the problem.
I mean, I would guess that it would be the technique of tracking someone down to the point where you're popping out their cortical stack and busting it and
Ew.
tracing down their backup and destroying that. So you're actually destroying their like digital, their like the core of their essence, right? Would be my guess.
You're
Yeah,
killing
pretty
the ghost
much.
in the shell.
kill them. Kill
So
them.
having
That makes
knowledge
sense.
of that would be useful in preventing people from doing it to you.
Preventing people from doing it to you, or even just
Okay, cool.
knowing how to track someone.
Yeah, no, that's definitely going to be one of the ones I take then. For reasons.
Reasons, many reasons.
So many reasons.
Alright.
Actually, I'm gonna go with black markets instead of drugs.
Wait a minute. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing anyway. Never mind. I was an investigator. My bad. Ignore me.
Which, I mean, if you want to take ego hunting instead of one of your other no skill possibilities, you're welcome to.
You can just do that.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
I guess
I'm
it says
gonna
common
do that
fields and not
thing.
like.
Yeah, like, these are just common fields for this particular track, but you can have whatever knowledge skills you want. It's up to you to figure out how they are going to be useful to you. Or if
Makes
you're just
sense.
gonna sing older sea shanties and call it a day. Never done that.
While writing poetry with
Gorilla
a busted
poetry.
shoulder.
God. And stealing a table, okay? The table was important.
Referencing older Eclipse phase games that I've heard Michi talking about.
Ah, yes. Oh, Lola.
Dak.
Jack.
Hack Attack!
Is that gonna be your? Are you just gonna say that over and over again and hope that we understand what you're saying?
Back. No, I'm really not gonna do that.
Because I'm sure that would be allowed.
I mean,
If you really want to make it interesting.
There's allowed and there's encouraged.
Yes, I see no difference here.
Oh no.
yeah, no, I know some of this group, and I know that allowed is the same as encouraged. So, all right. So that is careers done. Interests.
I'm surprised so many people are watching. It's like so late.
I know. Awesome.
Hello, everyone.
And we're just making characters.
We're sorry.
I'm
So
not
what-
sorry. No, see how the sausage is made. And that
All
was
right.
I have
definitely
written down
cannibalism
all
joke.
my things. Has everyone else got their thingies down?
Yes.
I'm cool to move on.
Interests. Awesome.
Wait,
so you're-
there's three of us
Jack.
making characters, right?
2.5-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Wheels was basically finished, they said.
I mean, the only thing I have left is the morph, and I was kind of holding off and just going with a
You should do the one
standard line morph for that.
You should
So
do-
I'm
I
basically
read
done.
that the snake ones will sometimes roll like a wheel. But then also you wouldn't be able to use your feet to drive because you would not have feet.
I mean, I'm kicking around the idea that Wheels is always very broke, and so working with the cheapest sleeve that can possibly be afforded. But I also think that maybe has a nice sleeve in a closet somewhere that isn't telling anybody about. So I'm holding off on that for the moment, because it seems like also this game
Your
is totally
Sunday
like the
sleeve.
fun of it is having the wild, crazy sleeve. You know, seeing the different forms and whatnot. So.
It can be until your GM decides that you don't get your fancy sleeves anymore.
Until the GM takes away your sleeves.
Because you have to, ego cast
my
bars or some
I
shit.
need those. They keep me warm. Actually, I'm very sweaty right now for some reason.
Okay.
Maybe you
interests.
should take my
That's what we're
sleeves.
doing.
Can only be a good thing.
It's the fear.
All right.
So interest is like
Your interest is your
Your
final skill
character is-
package.
other
But yeah, like
interest.
Like a hobby.
previous career, new career, hobby,
Cannibalism.
cannibalism.
What do you do for fun? Chomp.
What are the skills associated with cannibalism?
I like to meet
No
people.
fine dining.
MEAT.
Particularly.
No
I'm gonna
culinary
go with
cuisine.
paramedic. Paramedic, probably. Oh, no.
Yeah, but am I really that into that? I don't know. Maybe. I was thinking forensic specialist.
Oh, that's a good one.
Mm,
Oh yeah.
probably going to be a lot of bodies.
Yeah, and like
Some of them will
need to
know
know-
how they got there.
you need to know about dead bodies, but you don't necessarily need to know how to fix them.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How to cook them. It's fine.
I think I'm gonna go with that. That makes sense. Is medicine forensics like a?
So we are
special-
firmly going that route, are we?
We are firmly going
I mean,
there.
if it makes anyone like super uncomfortable, I'm not going to. But I'm kind of interested to see how I can play this.
Oh, I'm
I
interested
don't
to
know.
see
I
how
kind of
you
want to
fuck
chew
it
on
up.
this idea a little bit.
Jack,
Okay.
no.
Yeah. Just for the record, Melina's off the menu because
Well, I
She
wouldn't
has
eat
a-
anyone that I like know.
I'm just saying, Melina's off the menu because her morph has a clean metabolism, which means that after a few snacks, you would too. Means no gut bacteria. Nothing
Yeah,
helpful.
that would be bad, by the way.
What if my
Oh, no.
Alright.
Okay,
For
so
the
Alright, so
record, for
decide
people who
on-
are watching, that's a function of the sylph morph, biomorph.
okay, so medicine forensics.
I think I'm going to go with the jammer section.
Alright.
Ooh.
Jam.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. I
From
figured it
memory, I
probably
did
would
that
be.
too.
Yep.
Hey, Michi.
Oh,
Yes.
As a point of interest for like backstory reasons, because I talked to you about where she came from,
Uh-huh.
can I design a symbol that would be part of one of the few memories involved?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, cool, because I want to do that. Oh, and shit, I put away my art supplies again.
Oh no.
Mistake.
What interest did you take, by the way?
Me?
Yeah,
Spacer.
Spacer. I knew that.
Because you helped me work through it. I came up with like 3 different ones I wanted to try.
That's fair. And what interest did we have for wheels?
Pilot.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, that was kind of a no-brainer.
Alright, cool.
That seems like it was the easy part.
all right. So one of the things that I can get as a jammer is pilot. What would make a good piloting skill? Or would there be one?
Well, I will say that I already went with air, ground, and space at a decent number. Mostly air and ground are my high ones, and space is my low one, which I think space is spooky and terrifying. So
Nice.
Great, that's great. Probably, honestly, I don't know.
Or
Leave
just
that
dropping
blank
that
for
out
right
of
now.
there.
Huh?
Or just dropping it out of there might be better.
Yeah. Like, because
All right, I'll just move it to something else.
necessarily need, yeah.
Yeah,
we'll move
exactly.
that
I
to
was just kind of like,
something else. As long as it's
Are you just
an
gonna
active
know
skill, you
something
can.
else?
Yeah. Well, no, because active can also do. Never mind. Don't mind me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Factions. So step 4 is you get to pick a faction, and there are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16-ish factions.
all right.
Oh dear.
I have a feeling most of you are going to go some flavor of anarchist or
Yep.
criminal.
I straight win anarchist.
Yeah, anarchist.
I went criminal. Yeah.
We are a predictable
Wait.
lot.
Wait, where's the list of them?
On the page right
just
above the
says-
factions, that red box, that's the list of all the factions.
Oh.
And
This is what we call irony. An anarchist.
Yeah, it is a little out of the way, I will say.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's
okay.
what the A in DAC stands for. Is anarchist.
yeah.
But what's the D and the C?
D stand for daddy.
There's 2 C's.
Daddy anarchist.
D and both the C.
Okay, so the reveal on that, it's
Spoilers? We don't want any spoilers, though.
Okay, fine then. No,
No, I'm just
just
gonna
get one so far.
headcanon
Okay.
daddy anarchist. CC.
Daddy anarchist.
Is that? Oh God! Please tell me that's gonna be any character thing.
Sure, I'm running with it. Cool.
I don't think it's so much the name as the role.
That big
You
DAC
are
energy.
the daddy anarchist.
Oh my God!
Dak Daddy in the house, yeah.
So much that just happened here. All right.
Guess who's Dak?
DAC again.
Hit the road,
Dak.
Dak. And don't you come back. Oh,
This is why we can never find
Heyo,
plot.
Captain Dak.
Oh, golly.
Ugh.
Okay, I'm trying to read these other ones, but
I mean, for
none of them are
you,
interesting. Yeah, I'm just gonna go, criminal?
you can go criminal.
guess.
You might also go socialite.
Oh
Is-
yeah.
Literally glitterati.
Oh, glitterati. What a.
Oh, okay.
Ugh.
So a pack of anarchists and
one of the
criminals
two.
and you.
That's true.
I mean, also
Well, we
depending-
gotta
Like,
have a
where did you
legitimate
come
front
from?
somewhere.
Side gig.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay, my whole thing is like I'm making this character that's like so used to being like pampered and whatever, and they're just like fucking bored of it. They're just so bored. They
I mean,
just
you
want to
you
go
are
do
so-
something interesting and maybe save the world.
See, with that, you
Oh.
might also go scum.
Ooh.
True.
Yeah, I did see that one, and I was like,
That's just
so
kind of like
maybe.
Oh, especially with the, nom nom thing? Yeah, that could work good.
Okay. Okay.
No, no.
Nom nom
Nom
thing.
nom thing.
That's going in the skill list.
That's what we're calling it now.
What are you skilled in? Nom
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 thing.
thing.
I got
Although-
this nom nom thing, but you know.
Being a nom
other
nom
than that,
thing, maybe a breaker
normal.
might work as
We're
well.
breaking Michi and we haven't even started the game yet.
Achievement unlocked.
Preemptive strike.
Oh my god. So,
Your God
Alright,
won't help you
Scum
here.
sounds great. Scum.
gotcha.
I'm down with scum.
All right.
I'll live in some scum. Where do I write that down?
That's a good question.
Action, it's next to your interests.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Motivate.
See.
Nope.
What?
Say it again.
Faction,
Oh,
it's next to
There it
interests.
is. Okay.
Hey,
I was
why
looking
did
at the
I not-
8 tabs of
Oh.
things, and I was like,
Right.
Wait, no. What are you doing? Oh god.
I didn't do nothing.
Was it what or who? Am I
All right.
shutting up?
All
You
right.
okay?
You
Okay. And you?
aptitude templates. This is the fun part. It's not the fun part yet.
Whoops.
I'm having fun.
So basically,
Oh, totally.
Your aptitudes are cognition, intuition, reflex savvy, somatics, and willpower. It's your basic, like, stats for anything. Eclipse Phase, however, has templates for you to go on. So you can pick one of those and then squish it around however you feel like.
Without adding points.
It's not adding points.
Aw.
Push it around like, okay.
Jack's got to change his character.
I mean, you can add points using CP, but that comes in a minute.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Okay.
as a fine young cannibal, you could also add Thrill Seeker as your aptitude template.
I know that band.
Oh my god.
Where were you when I posted that in the Discord, Jack?
He was hitting the
Sorry.
road.
Everyone else just went, huh?
I'm right there. I get it.
So wait, how much CP do I have?
That's a good question. Hang on.
I think you gave us 80, or was it 60? It was a number.
It
It was
was
a number.
I thought
it was
like
the suggested
20.
number, which I think was
Ah, 20 CP. Sorry, yes. Right.
You get 20 CP, but everything we're doing right now doesn't spend CP. That will
Okay.
be spent.
So now my question is, should I be an extrovert or a facilitator?
So everything starts at a 5. Does that mean we're adding 20 to it, or does it make it 20 period?
Makes it 20 period.
Okay.
20 total.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Exactly.
So, extrovert or facilitator depends on, is your character, is she good with people specifically? Or is she good at talking through a situation?
Mm. I'm thinking. I'd have to. I guess I'll go with good with people because that's a good way to get them to lower their guard and.
And into your stew pot. Got it.
And they both look really close to one another.
Also, other places.
Oh.
Not
There's
just
also
soup.
there's also skillets
also-
and a grill and
And vats of.
I saw a skewer.
Oh, is that
Apparently.
what pan means? Got it. I get it now.
Wait, what?
Making a terrible, terrible pansexual joke.
Alright, so then
No,
you-
all right, fine. No, that one just fell
Okay,
flat.
so
Got
probably
it.
facilitator. I'm assuming you're gonna say.
Yeah, you probably want to go with
Okay.
facilitator.
Okay, I can remember.
What are you going with, Jack?
Inquire.
That makes sense.
They're smart.
All
I-
of them.
I forget the name of the one I picked.
All of them.
I think
No
we-
surprise, but I went Thrill Seeker.
Yeah. I think we went Survivor for you.
I think so. It could be. It sounds familiar.
Sounds about right.
Okay, so I have a
The
question
points
about
are the same
Wheels.
either way. So
So Wheels has a habit of blowing up the morphs that they're in when they're piloting, right? I'm getting like a real Launchpad McQuack kind of feeling going. And I'm a little terrified. Ugh.
I don't think it's a completely reckless. I think it's just
So-
that they're willing to do the thing, right? That everybody else is not really willing to make the commitment to die for a situation, but Wheels would be.
I am
Jack, I'd like to
totally-
thank you because I was trying to remember that name for a week.
Like I recently was like rewatching it, and it's so good. I love this new series. Ugh, brilliant.
All right.
I don't
Now
know.
I understand what my party went through because the last like future space game I played in, I was the pilot, and I kind of did something like this, and now I'm like, oh, wow,
You're like, oh,
I get it
no.
now.
All right.
Oh, just
I'm so
ask
excited.
Michi. Just ask Michi. I wasn't even the pilot, and I blew up our ship.
That was
Blowing up
That
a
was
ship
kind of a
is just
group
so
Oof, my dude.
so 2350.
Yeah, the worst part is I was the pilot in that game.
Whoops.
All right. So
All right.
step 6, totaling skills, which should be done
Six.
automatically because roll 20 is great.
4.
Yeah. All right, so I have things that are like at 110, 130. I guess
Oh,
that's
here
a
it is.
problem.
A little bit of problem, yeah. So with your skills, anything that is total over 80 points, you have to bring your ranks down until it's 80 points, and then whatever ranks you took out, you can allocate them to other skills. Like
I wish I
that
had
has
double check.
150 in interface.
What?
You gotta bring that down to 80.
This is fine. I think I made that check.
Jeez, you got a lot of extra.
And okay, and that's
okay,
a
I'm
total.
110 in Persuade.
All right, so
It's only 40 less, but you know, whatever.
You know, whatever.
All right.
So this
these
is
are
the
all
part you have to
good.
actually do
So
math.
I've got
How do you have a -4 in kinesics? That's what I want to
10
know.
here. So that's 10,
who?
You.
30.
Hold on.
He didn't do the math.
Oh, I might have hit a button or something. Okay,
Oh,
there.
I mean, makes sense, sure, but also.
Okay, so I need to Get
Got
70
60
points
extras.
back? Question mark?
To wiggle around with. So I just put them in random ones, I guess.
Put them in random ones that make sense for your character, ones that just seem
What's
really
exotic skill?
exotic weapons.
Sounds exotic.
Hmm.
It's basically
very
any
exotic,
skill that's
okay.
not on the list that you want. If I read that right.
Oh yeah,
Okay, that's
yeah,
alright.
yeah. And like for anything that has a field like no, you can make shit up. That's fine. Like I've had a character who had a knowledge of old Earth sea shanties.
So definitely knowledge
Cute.
cooking.
Yeah, I was like looking to see if there was one that was like that.
She really is going to be the ship chef.
I will. I'll make you guys great food.
So the only caveat with your skills is that if you take points from a no skill, you have to put it into another no skill.
Okay.
Active skill points can be allocated either active or no skills. It really doesn't matter.
Wait, so you can't put a no skill into, or you can't put your other thingy skill into a no skill?
Like if you were taking from free fall, which don't do that by the way, just don't.
Oh no, what is it? Is it important?
Should I add to that?
That's how you move around in zero gravity. So
Ooh.
Oh, I should probably put something
I'm
into
gonna,
that.
put, I'm
huh?
gonna put a good half of my points in that then. Alright.
so yeah, like you can
So
take your free
exotic
fall.
That's
skill
what I
would be
moved
cook-
my piloting over into.
Yeah, you can take from free fall and put it into a no skill, but if you had a no skill that you needed to bring down, you couldn't take that and put it into an active skill.
Oh, gotcha. Well, good thing I don't have any of those to do that with. What would cooking aptitude be based on?
Cognition, I think probably.
Okay,
Makes sense.
cool.
I am cognitive of the fact that I just put way too much pepper on this meat. However, it's really hard to get the
Damn, these
gamey taste out of
condiments
arm.
are all dry.
So
Yeah,
I didn't
all
put
no
any
skills-
points into perceive, but I have a 40 in it. Is that a like combined skill kind of thing?
Yeah,
Sorry,
that
that's-
comes from other things. What does perceive
Okay.
come from? Oh, okay.
Well, guess
Hold
I'm
on.
not gonna have a gun since I have 0 points in that.
Well, now it's boosted up, so.
That's okay. I'm at 80 in guns.
Oh,
Shooting
nice.
things is
Okay, at least someone
overrated.
can shoot
I'm at
something.
10.
Let's see, gun. Yeah, I've got 10, but I just meant I didn't add anything to it. Maybe I should.
I
Yeah,
have,
I'll
my
note-
total is 80 for guns and 80 for fray.
Oh, wow.
How much is
Yeah,
a
I'm
lot?
at
And 70 for melee.
Nice. Okay, so we do have a fighter. Okay, I'll be fine then. I'm just
So
here
what's
to
this
cook and be
exotic
pretty.
skill thing I see?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was asking about.
Were you not listening 5 minutes
Oh.
ago?
You not listening at
No.
all? I made mine.
That's where you put cooking? Cool.
Exotic
That's right.
catch-all category, like animal handling, contortion, disguise, music, sleight of hand, throwing knives, etc., etc.
Mm.
But it couldn't be something like morph hacking or anything like that.
No, that would be gene hacking. No, think.
Yeah,
Wait
you
a minute.
could.
Hang on.
Go.
Ooh, languages.
Is that a
No,
no?
not gene hacking. Mar?
Is that a no? With a K? K-N-O?
They're
No.
checking.
Okay.
No, that would not. I'm actually now very curious.
Because that seems like it would be real useful.
Real useful. Sorry, that was really far away from you. Really useful.
Real
better?
useful.
I
hardware morph.
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah. I don't know what we're talking about.
None of us know what we're talking about.
This is really interesting for the viewers, I'm sure.
So I feel like that would be like if you were going like mind hacking, that would be a specialization somewhere, but I'm not sure where.
Would it be in hardware, do you think? Or program?
Program.
Interface?
Ooh, interface.
Wouldn't really be program because programming is. I feel like it would be interface because if you were hacking a cyber brain, you would be using interface for that.
Okay.
Yeah. Sounds like mindware hacking is a hacking test.
Yeah. So yeah, if you were
So
going
how much
to
does
go,
a specialization cost?
Specializations we will get to in a minute when we get through customization.
Okay, I will put biohacking in there for now.
Next is languages.
Languages. You get 2 languages. You either know it or you don't. So the way that I am going to be running languages, because the book doesn't give necessarily a lot of guidance on that, is basically
wow.
if you know a language, you'll be able to pick up on like subtleties in grammar usage. Like if you know Japanese, you will understand politeness levels and be able to tell when somebody's throwing you shade.
I picked Japanese. No
I
reason.
speak Bocce.
It's a useful language.
You will basically very rarely have to actually have a language skill because you're always going to get real-time translations from your muse anyway. But if you really want to study like how the language is used and everything.
And where do we put
Like-
those?
It's in your history tab.
Thank you.
Mm.
Duh. That makes sense.
All right, so we get
What do
to
most
is binary an
people
option?
speak?
Words.
Common languages.
Binary?
Common languages are Arabic, Cantonese,
I
French, Hindi, Japanese, Mandarin, Portuguese, Russian, Scandinavian,
Scandinavian.
and Spanish.
I straight up went Firefly. I'm doing English and Mandarin.
There you go.
Oh, I might want to know English, I guess.
For the record, my robot model skill refers to
That would be
models
funny.
of robots, not
Just
robotic
saying
fashion
101110.
I mean, that is a good
It's
question.
forever
Would I be able to
Robotic
take
fashion
binary as
is
a
a major
language?
industry now.
I feel
I'm
like
gonna
a
go Morse
knowledge
code.
of binary would be covered by programming.
Okay.
But if you want to take binary as a language, I'm not going to stop you.
Fair.
I almost typed English.
So also, if you add your
Take
cognition
1 plus
and
it.
your cognition and your intuition, if it's combined, if they're 35, you can choose an additional language. If
Oh,
they're
I'm so
45, you can choose
close.
2 additional languages.
Ah. It's okay. I'll live.
You said cognition and intuition?
Yes.
All right. And 45 is the cutoff for
I'm
2?
at 30.
Right.
All right, I'm at 40, so I get 1.
Hey, did we fixed my infection
I don't even know what other
rating, didn't we? Because it was showing a higher number.
Yeah.
Right.
I had to
Okay.
play around. If it starts going funky again, let me know. I've got to mess with the coding to do that.
No.
If for some reason this is coded.
Well, I'm just seeing. So in
Swedish. Sorry. Am I talking over people? Forgot to turn my mic off.
I was just looking. So when I was looking at my ego tab, I was looking down. You're moving my shit around again, aren't you?
Sorry. Sorry. I'm trying to fix the problem already.
I don't
To be fixed.
know if the I. I don't know if the.
Oh, IR. No, IR.
I don't know if the IR. Okay,
IR is your insanity rating, which we'll get to
Okay.
in a second.
that's much clearer now. That was worrying me.
That's the threshold at which you lose your ever-loving shit.
Oh, then I want that one to be high.
Yeah, you want that one to be high. Alright. So languages, flex points, every ego. Okay, so we'll go through into depth with the pools later, but your flex pool is a pool of kind of like action points or edge that lets you do certain things. You start with
Flex,
one.
but okay.
You start with one permanent flex point. You can buy extra flex points for 2 CP each, and you cannot start with more than 3 from your ego. From your morph, you can have more, but from your ego specifically, you can only have 3.
Yeah. Where do I get that? You said 20, right?
20 CP?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get 20 CP, but flex points, you can only have 3.
Where do I write that?
That
Mental
is...
disorders.
Hold on.
Wait, is aptitudes different from ego? No, it's the same. Should I
Yeah.
write
Your
it on
abs-
both sides?
Mer?
Okay, so if you click on the ego tab, it
Uh-huh.
has your aptitudes right there. And then if you click on the muse tab, it has the aptitudes again, but it's all back at 5.
Yeah, those are aptitudes for your muse specifically, which is another thing we will get into. It's a separate,
Okay.
whole different thing.
Alright, my bad.
your
Stop
flex
thinking about it.
points.
Basically, like making a second character.
Where are flex
Oof.
points? Where do those go?
They're
Did
on
it
the
used to be
morph
called?
tab.
Okay.
They're on your morph tab. Cool.
Tab. Okay.
And these would be ego flex points.
Their ego points.
Yeah.
Oh, I did that wrong.
So wait, so
So we
I
start at 1 ego flex point. Okay.
Right.
okay, got it. What's up, baby? You have a nice nap?
So the more flex points we have, the more we can come back from bad things happening to us.
Well, the more
Nice
options you have.
ass.
Yeah, that's gonna need to be at a 3. For reasons.
All right. And then, okay, reputation. So,
I don't give a damn about my bad reputation.
Okay, good. Wasn't just me thinking.
Classic.
all right. So you have 100 rep points to divide between the networks, which are somewhere. I'll find them in a second.
I saw those a moment ago. Where did I see those?
The only restriction I'm going to give you is that you can't put anything onto the IREP, because that's firewall stuff, and anything there I will give you.
I thought F-Rep was Fireball.
No, IREP, because their network is called the I.
Oh.
I'm still a little bit mad about it.
So what are these different reps?
Wait, yeah, what?
Application, where the fuck? Okay, hang on. I have to find it again. I bookmarked it at one point, and I have lost the bookmark.
I mean, I get the impression it's like the number of like followers or the number of social reputation you have on a particular social network. It's not like an actual currency or It's your
Like-
reputation digitally on these different networks.
You know, it's a representation of how well you are liked and or disliked within this circle, or how well you're known, more like. And it is in a lot of places, especially anarchist and autonomous communities, used as currency.
Page 306.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So yeah, like your Circle A rep is going to be your autonomists or your anarchists, titans, scum, etc. Like Dak would definitely have a bunch of A rep.
Yep, did 60 on that one.
Estrella would probably have some F rep going on.
I was just about to say that. Great minds, you know what
And
they
then
say.
G rep would be criminal reputation. Go on, she.
So, I've got something. Skills in smuggling and black markets. Would it make sense for me to put G-Rep in?
Yeah, you would have some G rep.
I think
Okay.
so with Dak. That would be his
Oh,
other
God,
set
yeah.
of rap.
And you said don't put anything in I-Rep because you're going to give us some
Yeah,
later? Okay.
yeah. Because that's firewall stuff.
Key crashers. Okay, so I guess A, F, and G makes sense.
Yeah. And you've got 100 points to divide among those however you feel is appropriate.
Where is this again? History? Okay.
Sorry about the quick AFK there, folks. Just had to turn up the aircon. It's over 30 Celsius here today, and
Oh, Lord.
so, 80 odd, 90 odd, probably closer to 90.
Yeah, we're sitting at a comfortable 32 degrees Fahrenheit here, so. Ooh.
These toes are very cold.
My one of my roommates is like really like he's very insistent that we keep the house at 70 even in this
Too
in the
cold.
winter. I'm like, I mean, yeah, but like I'm wearing a sweater.
Okay,
What?
so rep done.
Alright.
You can tell it for me.
Oh god, I lost my place. So,
Okay.
okay, here comes the fun part. Actually, the fun part this time.
Fun part instead of the boring fun part.
Customization.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay, where were we?
So-
44. Page 44.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
you get
remember.
20 customization points, which are CP, and you get to spend them on the things listed here, which are your ego traits, your extra languages, extra rep, extra skills, increased aptitude,
Okay.
increased flex.
Sweet.
None of you except for Rain get to use size lights, and
Boo.
specializations.
Yay.
Okay.
Specialization bonuses give a +10 when that
Just
specialization
punch myself in
applies,
the head.
and it does not count towards your maximum.
Sorry, what was that again?
The way specializations work is you spend a CP and you get a specialization. You get a +10 bonus to that skill when the specialization applies. So, like, if you're interfacing with a cyber brain and you've taken brain hacking as a specialization, you get a +10 bonus, and the specialization bonus does not count towards the skill maximum.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, of course I
Wow.
would do that as a tester.
Okay.
Jack, why?
Rolling a 99 is bad, right?
Yeah, 99 is always a critical failure.
Get him out of the way now.
100 is always a critical success.
Hmm. And the goal is to always roll low.
Yeah, you want to roll under your skill, but as close to it as possible.
That's going to be difficult for me to
Like the
continue.
Price is Right.
Yeah.
So having a bunch of stuff at 80 isn't necessarily in your best interest.
Not necessarily, but it's going to give you better chances of success, just not of really good success.
Wait, so run that by me again. I'm sorry.
Okay, so the way that skills work, you roll and you want to roll under your target number. So
gotcha.
So like if your
Yeah.
target number is 80 and you roll a 54,
You successed.
you success, and your margin of success is your roll. So this in like
54% success.
yeah, you have 54% success. Whereas if you roll like a 73, that's a 73% success.
Wow. Okay. So you're okay. Like the Price is Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, that totally
doubles
makes
are
sense
always,
now.
Doubles are always criticals, regardless of how close they are. And it's a critical success or failure depending on if you rolled high or low.
I remember skimming that part. Probably a good 3 weeks ago. I can read. Alright, I should probably pick some stuff then.
So yeah,
I got
this
20
is also the point that you can start looking at morphs and gear, because we don't need to worry about derived stats, because derived stats are automatically calculated.
Hooray! That's why the internet is good.
Makes me so happy. I freaking hate
Oh.
derived stats.
Alright, let's see.
The
One
internet is for.
aptitude.
Never mind.
Like that. Okay, if I raise my, for example, intuition,
Mhm.
and I get to 35 cognition plus intuition, does that automatically give me another language?
Yes.
Okay. What? You don't know anything about
Listen.
this game.
Also be aware, if you raise an aptitude, you have to go back to your skills and recalculate anything that went over 80.
Oh no.
Yes. That's good though. That's good. That just means more things. This is the best place to start. I'm probably actually gonna do like your. I know. I thought that's what they said.
On the other hand,
Oh.
if you just are after the languages, you can buy an extra language for 1 CP.
Well, no, I know. I was just curious if that's how it would work. Just
Okay.
because I was considering putting them, making them higher, and then I was like, well, if I do that, will I get another language also?
Gotcha,
But-
gotcha.
It's okay. Just that. Yeah, we can go to Marshall's tomorrow.
Cool, cool. Choo, 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 choo.
That's bad. So for a no, can you buy a no specialization?
Yeah.
I guess you would just do comma or something.
Actually, hang on. Let me look that up. Hey.
Specialization.
Friend was making fun of me because I haven't even played this game and I already homebrewed something for it.
CP is 5.
Okay, no, you don't get specializations on no skills because the field is basically already your specialization. No, you get specialization.
That's 2 points.
This is like
Lies in the details.
this is I need to make a note of this real quick. So yeah, you do get specializations with no skills.
Okay. So that's 5 more points.
So this is like a final beta of the rule set that is going to be eventually Eclipse Phase 2. So there's some funkiness, and I'm making notes on what to email and be like, hey, we tested this and it's weird here.
I'm gonna get 2 more flex points. And then I'll just buy another language.
Be sure to mention that the entire book just keeps referencing page XX, and I can't find it. Yes, that will be an ongoing joke from me.
See page XX.
I would like to go to
Okay,
page
so I get
XX.
2 more languages. Me.
All the specializations.
Wait, hold on. Do I? Yes. 2 more languages.
There are 2 kinds of players. I want all the languages. I'm going to take another sigh.
What's a sigh?
Psi is like
The-
the system's magic, basically.
Size.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
I'll live. No.
It's like
Oh!
Did you hear that?
I heard that!
yeah,
I'm
think
mad about
adepts in Mass Effect.
I'm mad about it.
That's awesome. Alright. Where are the languages? I'll probably take Spanish and Mandarin, because that makes sense.
Let me know when you guys are done with the skill customization.
I think that's all my points.
I'm done.
Yeah, I think I'm done too.
And also, if you want to hang on to any CP until you've like gotten into the game and really seen your character, that's cool.
Yeah, I had held on to some. Do we also have MP that we kit out our morph with?
Yes.
Okay. I noticed that after the fact, but
Yeah, I'm good for now. I'm gonna throw more stuff at it later, I am sure.
Awesome.
I got some leftover
Alright.
CP.
So, morphs and gear. Alright. So, for gear, we'll start with gear. You get 2 gear packs automatically. One is based on the career that you chose, and one is based on the fact that we're playing a firewall campaign.
Cool.
What
Gear packs are
is that?
somewhere. Hang on. Where are the gear packs?
On page XX.
always true.
I'd like to point out that it says PXX,
PXX.
so
Page
You're
XX.
right, my boy.
Gear packs are on page 76.
Where XX is X times X.
Oh god, don't do that. That'll hurt my brain.
So we
Also
get a
known as X
firewall
squared.
agent pack,
that's why I said it.
and then
So you get
whatever else. we
firewall.
I
get.
did mention that I'm all good with the math jokes, didn't I?
Yes.
I have to type all of this.
You don't
Say
have to
the-
do it right now if you don't feel like it.
Say the description of the anonymizer 10 times fast.
Master Mesh ID.
Anonymizer.
Master Mesh ID. Master Mesh ID. Master Mesh ID.
Mersk Schirmersherder.
Master
Let's
Mesh
see, which one's
ID.
that for? We have all become the Swedish chef
Swedish
suddenly.
death mode.
Pops in the shoe.
All right. So I just type this into the just add gear?
Yeah, which you don't have to do right now because that's a lot.
What's mid?
Anonymizer. You have an account with an anonymizing
Oh,
proxy
let's
service that
see.
masks your mesh ID. You have an account with an anonymizing proxy service that masks your mesh ID.
Mask your mesh ID.
Proxy service that masks your mesh ID. You have an
Immerse
account
your mershmander.
anonymizing proxy service that masks your mesh ID. I don't see what's so hard about that, you people.
We're American. We don't English well.
True
Yeah,
words.
people say us Aussies don't English good either, but you know.
I cannot
Alright.
spell M-I-Z-E-R.
I mean, the fact that I said us Aussies
So
sort of proves the point.
the other thing we get to do in this step is your morphs. You get
Morph.
six morph points. That's this many.
Yeah.
Bags the yellow outfit.
That we could spread across multiple.
Yeah. You can spread them across
Morphs.
multiple. You can get more by taking morph traits. If you choose a morph, any morphs bought after your first morph that have a 0 MP cost 1 MP instead after the first.
If they cost 1, do they cost 2? Or
No, it's just
Okay.
the 0 that bumps up. Because
Okay.
otherwise, everybody has like 12 morphs hiding in the closet, and yeah, they're crappy morphs, but you've got them.
So it's generally a bad idea to pull all your points into a single morph.
It depends on the morph, and it depends on your goal for the character.
I might have poured all my points into one more.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna do the same
And also,
because we need to
you
keep that
roll
one
the
morph
party.
very protected.
Yeah. Also, you roll in the party because if you're killed, your cortical stack will still have a backup. And once, if there's a potential for you to earn some MP later further down the track, you can be re-sleeved.
Yeah.
But if you are in a combat morph and you're the tank of the party, you probably want to be careful about making sure you've got a backup.
Yeah, like
When I say backup, I don't just mean your ego backup, I also mean having a backup morph handy.
yeah. So, like spending your 6 MP on your Nova Crab, because I know that's where this is going.
Yep.
Oh wait, they're only 4 MP? What? What the fuck?
Nova Crab.
Mine, my
Nope, crab.
Well, I only had so many options with pure biomorphs.
Fair.
A
I mean,
peach.
and so I went with a Fury, which is 6.
But they're so nice.
Yeah, Furies are kind of badass.
I mean, is there something even better than a Nova Crab I could take? I mean, really?
Where's the list of the morphs again?
Giga Crab.
Page.
Never mind, I found it.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're okay.
It was like literally
Nova
the next
Crab's
page down
evolving.
after I said that.
Like, I'm gonna be real. I'm partial to Neo Octopus, but
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
and also the Neo Gorilla is pretty cool.
Flex Spot's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Is it Flexpod?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Flex,
Think
but
of
okay.
it as think of it as Lego, but for morphs.
Yeah, like Flexbot are a bunch of different modules that you basically buy and plug in together, and they do different things and have special. They each have a different ability, kind of thing, and add.
So you have one for unlocking doors, another one for interfacing with drones, another one for piloting, another one for blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
so you get 6 imp,
Yes.
and then
6
you get
Do 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Oh, it was the arachnoid that was 6 MP. That's what I was looking at. Okay.
This one's 7.
That's okay.
That doesn't make sense.
Which one are you looking at?
Remade.
Oh God.
I'm
Well-
not gonna get it. I was just looking at the cost.
You could always go for a high-end morph and then spend down
Yeah.
the number of MP it costs you by taking negative traits. Because
Yeah.
negative traits are all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we get to do traits soon.
I already have so many though. Like no, I had to take a lot for this character's ego.
Where do I get Mpa from?
Okay. So
You get 7 to start with.
you get 6 to start.
6 to
6 to
Oh,
start.
7.
You buy your morph.
6. Okay.
Did I go 7? I don't remember.
You went 6.
Okay.
Yeah, probably did only spend 6.
Where am I at here? I don't know. Hang on.
And
Traits,
what do
that's
you?
what I'm looking for.
What do I do with the other 2?
The other 2 can be used to buy morph traits.
Morph traits. Is
yeah.
that the Moxie thing?
No. Okay, so first.
Now, morph traits are
I'm
in the
gonna buy
same
one.
area as the other trait.
So first, with your
Buy some.
morph on your character sheet, you would put basically all of that information.
Oh right, there is information.
Yeah.
Shoot, I wasn't even reading.
Like for the Nova crab, wherever that went.
Page 56.
There we go.
30.
Like on your morph tab, you would, your weight, your durability, your damage rating, and you would also get 3 vigor from that morph.
Okay. And then where it says movement and movement rate, that's where I put that in the movement rating in the physique.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then it also comes with all of the wear, all of the morph traits, and anything under the notes.
Wait, where does it say movement rate? Oh, there it is. Never mind. There I go again. With
So where is it? The BioWare section?
Yes.
So my movement rating is 420.
Yeah. So you have 4.
What does that mean? 4 steps?
Hold on. Where does it say this? Movement rate. It's on page XX.
Not while I'm drinking.
What is it? Where?
Oh my god.
What?
Search is broken. Oh god.
Oh, I get
Where do I
armor with
type
this.
all
That's cool.
vigor? Do I have
You
to
hit
type
the
in
add button.
individual?
Yep.
Okay. I can't wait for Roll20 to actually get this together. Cause in the other one you can look up a spell in their little spell dictionary and drag it onto your sheet and it just adds it and knows what to do.
Well, in their defense, the game's not out yet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
So your movement rate. You have your base move and your full move, and that's listed in meters. So you can move 4 meters.
For
As a
every
base
20
move.
meters.
Or you can move 20 meters. It's basically like running. You can run 20 meters in a turn.
Oh, got it. Alright, that makes sense.
Oh, great and glorious Michi.
Yes.
I did not consult with you about what I should take a severe allergy to as a negative morph trait.
What
Do you have
think?
any suggestions?
How about cats?
You could do that. there are legitimately smart cats in this game.
This is
Star.
I was going to be cat-like.
I was thinking maybe a drug like morphine
You could definitely be allergic to a drug. Let me find the drugs.
That doesn't sound like as much of a negative, though. It's just like, oh no,
Oh,
can't
an
take
allergy to that?
No.
Oh, that could get
Just
real
imagine-
bad.
Imagine not being able to take pain meds when you've been crushed by some spider crab's pincers.
By
Or
a nova
even-
crab.
Because this
Maybe
is a
crabs.
group that has at least one character who's going to be using a lot of drugs.
Mm-hmm.
What if it's an inhaled drug and you walk through that cloud of exhaled drug?
Mhm.
Oh.
Actually, how about stimulants in general?
That works, yeah.
The morph is feeble as well, so that kind of makes sense.
all of this
So,
stuff under
like if-
wear is supposed to go under bioware, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And morph traits
Sorry, I
go
didn't mean to- I'm
under
sorry.
positive traits?
Positive or negative, depending
on
on
the
what they
morph
are.
tab, yes.
Okay, so exotic morphology is a positive or negative?
1 moment. Let me find it again.
Hey guys,
Calculating.
it's Mikar.
What in the world does puppet sock mean?
Well, you see.
When two people at least like each other marginally.
Oh no!
Okay, hold on. I was looking up. What was I looking up?
All right.
You were looking up
Not puppet sock.
Exotic
exotic morphology.
Exotic morphology is. That's a good question
What?
because it's not telling me.
Because it's that and non-human biochemistry.
Not really.
Oh, Jack, did you see Throck's note about locations on the overlay?
Yep, already switched.
Oh, good. Sorry, I just
Sound
been
good?
looking through other things. Because I'm not actually building my character so much as fine-tuning when I think of things. I'm playing with all
So-
the other windows.
Exotic morphology is a negative morph trait.
Okay. At level 3.
Extras.
So,
Okay.
Where do I
Actually-
see? Is there like a list of extras? Because I mean, I guess striking looks would be a positive one, but I would need a negative one to balance it out.
yeah.
Or I have 2 MP left, and I could buy like one more other morph, and then like give this an extras.
Okay, so you can use your extra CP and buy the striking looks just straight up. Like you use CP to buy that. You don't have to balance it out unless you're taking other things too.
Okay.
But yeah, so exotic morphology, going back to that,
Sorry.
is not going to really have an impact for you because you're not going to be integrating into this morph. You're already integrated into it. It's just that's if another character were to buy this morph in game for some reason, they would
Yeah.
have penalties.
And same with the non-human biology one.
What does non-human biology do? Non-human biochemistry,
Yeah, that one.
and that is at level
2.
Level 2. You get a -20 modifier to medicine tests. And I also get to play with how drugs interact with your body.
Crap. So I go to my skills and I'll do a -20 temp. Got it. That makes sense. Yeah, that's cool. It's a 0 now.
So you're not the medic, got it.
I guess I'm the medic.
Do we have him? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's a real good question.
Honestly, you don't necessarily need a medic because you're all gonna have nanosheens and metasheens that help out and shit. So
It's the future.
it's the future. Medicine is really only important if like Dak starts overdosing on something. It's fine.
What? Why would Dak overdose on things? I don't know what you mean. It's just,
He, like,
you know,
ever-
gonna be an experience.
Medicine.
Every experience.
I mean, look, when you're basically immortal, you get bored.
True.
This is also the time that you would be taking any ego traits as well, which you use CP for.
My weight is also 6 here.
I, of course, highly encourage the use of negative ego traits.
I have a lot of those.
You sure do.
That's
I
why I
might
didn't
add
take any
those
negative morph
in-
traits.
Would it be all right to add those in later?
Yes.
Okay.
We can discuss that.
Nope, that's a question mark, not a slash. Okay. Ego traits. Negative? Wait, what? I'm so behind. Okay. Let's move past where the more
And
stuff.
with a lot of these more in-depth things, we can, like, one-on-one go over, okay, here's your character concept. These are things you probably should have. Just in the interest of
Oh,
getting shit done.
I don't have any extra CP or MP points to use right now.
So we are almost done with character creation. So how you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was told a bad joke,
Okay. All right.
so you understand.
Yeah. I know.
Can I take the innocuous looks trait?
Sure.
No, because I've already taken it.
I can't take it. Well, I've already got
Only one can be
striking
innocuous.
look.
There can be only one.
Actually, no, not with striking looks. I don't see how this works very well.
She's really pretty, but she kind of looks like someone who I don't really recognize.
Striking, but forgettable.
All right.
You're like, wow, and then you like look away and you're like, did I see something? I don't know.
Where did they go?
So the
Where
next
did they come
step
from? Where did they go?
would be motivations, which is something I'm gonna need to go over with you guys.
Uh-oh. Michi's turning into a robot.
Michi, were you the robot?
Beep boop.
It was
Nope,
Michi all
yeah.
along.
I mean, I've got these plates and shit going on. I don't know.
Ahem. How dare. I feel upstaged.
Beep boop.
Michi, when next time you have your Discord open, I sent you a picture.
All right, I will check that out momentarily. Okay, so motivations are definitely a thing I'm gonna have to go over individually because I know not everyone wants their motivations publicly known right now.
I have all mine figured out. that's kind of what I was doing while everybody else was making shit.
Yeah.
Is there a list of motivations that I'm missing? That
There's
maybe-
motivation examples right next to it. In the red box.
Wizard module. Sorry.
Alright.
It's like, wait a minute.
Looks like page 45 motivation examples.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
That
Thank
was
you.
amazing. I love it.
Sorry, I'm like the personification of, oh look, a squirrel.
But yeah.
Considering I've actually done that, multiple times in a day.
Oh.
So, and yeah, your motivations can be just literally anything. These are just examples,
I used a lot of the examples.
which is totally fine. They're great examples. But like, if you
I'm
have
really
something
glad that hedonism is on here.
right? But like, if you have specific things in mind, that can be totally like worked out. However,
But yeah.
it is currently 12:40 a.m. on the East Coast here, which means we need to take a break. And since we are at the point where it's just final touches and should I have to go over one-on-one with people, I think that's a good time to call character creation for this session done.
Hooray!
Yeah, it's just at this point, it's just filling in the blanks, fine tuning and tweaking.
Isn't that really what character
Yeah.
creation is?
I mean,
There's a
Filling
lot
in
less
the-
blanks to fill.
yeah, filling in the more personalized blanks.
Speaking of which, I do need to talk to you about one of the negative traits I took.
Okay, we will definitely do that. So yeah, we should probably go to a break.
Take about a 5-10 minute break.
And then we will come back for the really fun shit, which is the setting of the boundaries.
All right, so
Hooray.
give me just 1 minute here.
Calm
And
down.
everybody heard that, so here we are again. We return.
We do. So we have more or less finished character creation. There's still some stuff I gotta go through one-on-one. So now we get to do all of the fun shit about boundaries, because this is a horror game, and as such, it's gonna get uncomfortable at times. There's gonna be a lot of themes that are kind of heavy, kind of dark, mature, serious. I'm not aiming for grimdark because I don't think I could do that with this group.
No.
I'm in danger.
I don't think we'd actually get to the point where
You can try.
I mean, you could try, but we just start making fun of it at some point.
Very true.
Have you watched
give it
Winds
a
of
few
Chaos?
Who's a cute little
Yes,
Edgewood
yes, I think the
horror?
whole
Is it
group
you? Is it you?
Me.
In my other game, we have a pet beholder.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do. She's
Now
not
you-
our pet. She is our
Well, she's more like our
child.
daughter.
How dare
our
you?
daughter.
How
Sorry.
dare you talk about our daughter that way?
You're right. You're right.
Can I just note that our last
Probably.
Winds of Chaos game started with us getting over a bender?
So yeah,
I
Grimdark-
was literally sleeping underneath a table.
Nice.
So yeah, so while I'm not aiming for anything grimdark, because it's a game, you should be having fun, goddammit, there are still going to be some serious and
It's
heavy
all in the
topics.
game.
So, the first way that we're going to work and mitigate that is that the X card is going to be in play. And the X card is basically anytime something is making you unacceptably uncomfortable, you can either type an X in the chat or just like at the cameras. And we'll basically stop, do a quick check-in. If we need to go off stream to talk something out, we'll do that real quick. And you are empowered at any point to use that, because
Okay.
there's gonna
I'm
be-
just going to say right here now, though, Mitch, if you play the X card on us for just making bad puns,
It's crossed my mind.
But it has an extra mind, so
It has not X'd my mind yet, no. Damn it.
said Captain Jack Ross.
Ah,
So yeah, as it, this is a setting that has a lot of horror, a lot of conspiracy, a lot of shit that's designed to make you uncomfortable. There's that difference between this is making me really uncomfortable and I need to stop, and this is kind of uncomfortable, but I'm into it.
I'm
into
a
it.
writer, so I'm just going to be into all of the dark shit.
Yeah.
It's second nature for me to
But,
just
I
look at
also
how I
do
can mess
also-
up my characters' lives. It's great.
I do also want to be aware of and accommodating of, mental health issues, past trauma, all of that. fun
And
stuff.
other people's boundaries is really important
Yeah.
for me. I
Like-
know that I have few, but that doesn't mean that others don't.
Because, I do have PTSD. There are some things that will make me just be like, nope, we're done. I'm going this way now. And I know that I am not unique in that. And I want to make sure that everyone at the table is comfortable and having fun and knows where the lines are. To that end, things that we should probably draw some boundaries around. Since this is a setting where your body is software, there's going to be body horror, and that's not something I can necessarily avoid. But, I need to know where everyone's comfort level with how much of it to describe. I can be as simple as, hey, this person has some very extreme modifications around their chest, or I can go into detail about the 6 arms they have sprouting from their titties.
That brings a whole new meaning to titty grab, doesn't it?
Yep. Titty grab
They're
that.
definitely not armless.
Titty grab, titty jab.
The titty grabs back.
So, my question is, does anyone have any particular boundaries around how much of the grotesque that they're okay with being described.
I'm
I
good.
don't have an
Grotesque.
upper limit.
If you
Grotesque.
come at my Nova
Gross
Crab with drawn
thing.
butter, I'm gonna get upset with you. But you know,
I think the only gross thing that I really don't like is like vomit.
Okay, noted. So vomit will be something that we don't talk about in detail. Like if it happens, it'll just be like, and he puked. Cool.
And
Moving on.
Yeah. Thank you.
Vommed.
Other than that, like, I don't know. I've never been particularly grossed out by gore or anything like that, so.
And again, this setting these boundaries doesn't mean that if something is starting to really wig you out, you can't be like, we need to step back. This is just a general.
It's fun to discover new things about yourself.
Yeah.
oh, that's what that trauma's rooted in.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, welcome
My life.
to my last 5 years.
Welcome to my
Figuring
last
out just how deep the rabbit hole goes.
All right, so vomit limit its descriptions, and other than that, everybody's cool. Obviously, there's cannibalism apparently now.
I wasn't ready either.
I was ready for cannibalism on my parts. I was not ready for it on y'all's parts.
Is cannibalism the thing that's gonna like eat at anyone?
You don't.
Jack.
I've been sitting
I think
on
you
it
bit
for a
off more than you
while.
could chew on that one.
Hey.
I want to note that I'm being good.
So, in relation to this, I was thinking along the lines of like it's more of like a compulsion for my character than something that they necessarily seek out. Would that be something I could do?
Yeah, that's something that we will probably work in with your ego traits, because that would fall under mental disorder.
Okay.
Which leads directly into my next point. So
Sorry, just a quick point on that.
Yeah.
I do have one kind of boundary on that, and that's
Okay.
that if someone's character was to, let's say we get into combat, someone dies, if one of our player characters was to dive onto a freshly killed body and start gnawing away on it, I would probably, personally, I would act in character to that, but the reaction would be one of shock, horror, and please don't. Just so you know.
Well,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
rape is probably just out of bounds in general, right? Especially necrophilia.
Definitely.
Yeah, no.
Ooh,
No.
yes.
So yeah, that's definitely one of my boundaries. Is with sexual assault, sexual rape. This is a setting that can lend itself to using that very well narratively, but as the GM and the storyteller, I'm not particularly comfortable with more than just passing mentions of it. Like if it's part of your backstory, okay.
To be clear, I do have that's a complete red line to me. Even mention of it triggers me. It's one of those things where I'll just start dissociating. So I'll go
Okay.
bye-bye as soon as it happens.
All right. So that will be a definite no. Got it.
Cool.
Which I'm totally cool with.
Same.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna.
I mean, again, if it comes from a player character, I will probably, again, have issues. If it comes from an NPC where it was used to sort of make that NPC more dastardly and more worthy of immediate cessation of
Decapitation.
high function, shall we
But-
say, I would probably...
Yeah. But again, because of the setting and the way this setting is written, it's very easy to work around any issues like that. Like,
Yeah.
These are things that
I
are
get that.
rooted in power dynamics, and when you're essentially immortal, there are other ways to get your power.
Yeah, and that there's a sort of weird kind of consensuality that can be part of that, and I am aware of that, but
Yeah.
I'm going to respect other people's boundaries on that.
Yeah. All right. So that is definitely no. Got it. So with mental illnesses, we do have someone playing a psi, which comes default with mental illness. Mental illness is a thing because when you remember yourself dying, that's traumatic.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to cause some issues.
Yeah, Melina is rocking around with PTSD.
Yeah.
From a life event.
So, and while, as someone who
I
suffers...
don't mind...
Go ahead.
Sorry, I don't mind from Melina's perspective playing that out and portraying it. It's not something that I'm going to shove in anyone's face if anyone else has issues with the same sort of thing. But it's part of Melina's character that she has some specific traumas around a specific event.
Yeah. So, for me, with this setting, one thing I don't want to do is fall into a trap of playing mental illness for laughs. It can absolutely lead to some hilarious situations, because as someone who suffers from it myself, there are times I look at what's going on in my brain and go, what the fuck?
I wanted to do something. I forgot about this until you just brought it up. But there was a mental illness. There was a mental illness that I wanted to add to my character, but I didn't want to take any benefits from it. Like, I didn't want to get extra points or anything like that. I just wanted my character to have it.
Okay. I'm totally cool if you want to add stuff for flavor. Yeah, so I think also the other thing that's going to be off limits, given the conversation before this, is mental illness as a result of sexual assault. Just because that's going to then bring that into play, which is going to be
problematic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Understood.
So
This is Melina's is a result of a different kind of violence.
yeah, I saw that on the character sheet, and that's cool.
So,
are there any other like specific things like that people have a major issue with?
I have an issue with one thing, but it's actually very similar to the other thing, which is prostitution, but it's in the vein of somebody who doesn't feel like they have any other choice.
So more trafficking. Not trafficking.
Well, sort of, or somebody that I have a history of like people who have felt that they had no other choice simply because they couldn't find any other form of work.
Yeah.
So
survival.
That same concept.
Yeah. And, because this is kind of a setting that's post-scarcity, people who choose to go into prostitution are not likely doing it because they feel they have no other choice. They're doing it because that's something they want to do. Okay. But I will also make a note of that.
Can I make a general note to call it sex work instead?
Thank you. Sorry. Okay. So, drugs. We have characters who are probably going to be using a lot of drugs, and that's going to in themes of drug use, drug abuse, addiction, that sort of thing. Anybody have issues there?
No. I was raised by a substance abuse therapist, so I actually have a lot of knowledge that I was kind of desensitized.
Yep.
And then the other thing...
Melina's going to be pretty straight edge, but she's going to respect other people's choices.
Yeah. And like, if in character, your character has an issue with it, that's totally fine. And that's great roleplay opportunity.
Yeah.
But just more the people behind the characters. I want to make sure you guys are cool with everything going on.
Yeah,
Which
no,
also-
sorry about Dak in advance. Just yeah.
I'd say sorry about Esev, but honestly, Esev's probably going to be the only thing keeping everybody alive.
You're not wrong.
Definitely apologizing in advance as well.
So here's a question: does anyone have any particular musical triggers? Like I know that when I was a teenager, there was a person I was at uni with whose brother committed suicide and loved a particular song, and if I was playing the piano at a party or something like that, I had to make sure I didn't play that song because it was problematic. I'm guessing Dak would probably not have a problem with AC/DC, for example, because, I mean, of course he'd be an Akadaka guy, right?
There you go. And they were hella awesome in live.
Oh my god.
Yes, I did see them live when they were touring at one point. I'm that old at this point.
God, how
For
old
the
is
record, I wasn't just
Yeah, like-
that whole spiel wasn't just to set up that bad joke. It was also to actually raise an issue.
Yeah, that's a
No,
great
that's a
question.
good question. I'm good for music personally. Yeah, no, I'm good.
I mean, if the music sucks, that's...
Yeah, that's completely.
Sorry, I didn't mean to... Yeah. I don't have a problem.
Awesome.
Yeah, I
The other
can't think
thing-
of any.
The other thing to really generally remind people of is that, you know, some characters may have motivations that kind of are directly in conflict with your character, which is going to be great for roleplay. Just want to make sure everyone's okay with roleplay possibly getting heated at times. And want to also make sure you guys know that you can just be like, hey, we do a quick check-in before we continue this to make sure that everything's cool.
Yep. I think maybe if we're getting to the point where things are getting a little too heated, maybe just rather than a quick tea for timeout.
Yeah. And we'll
Okay.
just take a quick minute to check in and make sure that everyone's still having fun. Because regardless of how serious and mature and dark the game gets, it's still supposed to be fun because it's a game, goddammit.
Okay.
Just
Don't
warning
worry,
you,
we'll
if
have
the crab
plenty of
has
fun.
angry eyebrows going on. It's serious time.
Anyone else have any other like issues that they need to talk about or set a boundary around?
I can't think of it. I'm pretty easy to please, so
Awesome.
just keeping my mouth shut. Except for right now when I'm talking.
Is there any particular trauma that we should be ready for, Michi?
All of it.
I
So
think
suspicious.
She has a copy of the DSM-5 right next to her, and she'll just flip through it every session and pick something random.
Yeah, just
I think
Roll it down.
based on the Cotaset
Do they
campaign,
have a copy of that?
one
around?
Hysterical pregnancy.
But based on the Cotaset campaign so far, I think one thing that we do need to make sure that Bria's okay with is the use of brewed beverages with leaves in them.
But the future equivalent of...
Oh, so
Like,
this is for a
beans is
tea
one thing,
timeout. Got it.
That's right. Creepy old orc with the weird water with
Hold that
leaves.
against
I don't
us.
like it.
Rest of
We're out.
really
Oh.
should have just grabbed a bottle of alcohol before this.
You got a whole bunch of wine sitting on the bar, but all right,
It's
I
all the way
offer.
over there.
Goes ahead.
You had a good 10 minutes or so to go and get some, so.
Yeah, that means getting up. Rain. How open is Esev about being a Psy? Like,
I don't think they're open at all.
Okay.
because
So
it's a survival mechanism.
So they try to actively hide their powers?
They do, but sometimes it's one of those things where if they get angry enough, it'll come out.
Okay. Awesome.
Or if they're in
And
enough
of course-
danger.
And of course, Mel
2.0.
has her own little secrets tucked away.
That's her secrets.
So suspicious.
Girls gotta have secrets, right?
So
All right, I think we
suspicious.
should all agree not to ask Mal anything ever. All of her secrets for the remainder of.
I mean,
the
the-
game.
They're not things that she's actively hiding. They're just things that you don't know. She might share them if.
That smile is what
circumstance.
like.
Yeah, she's seen my. Sorry, they've seen my character background.
I don't trust either of you fuckers.
Probably shouldn't, honestly.
Probably wise.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
None of y'all know why they're called Esev.
Y'all will figure
No
out why they're called
spoilers.
Dak at some point.
At some point.
I thought we established this.
I was gonna say it's not.
Well, see, if
apparently
you're
some people
Australian, it'd be
forgot.
really easy to answer. Because in Australia, to dack someone is basically to pull their pants down around their ankles.
Huh. Today I learned.
So it would just mean that you had all the other little info lives running around pulling your pants down.
I might in
but-
fact use that during the game now. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Dak.
We're all gonna start doing research on what our names mean in other languages.
Mm-hmm.
I
Your
want to see a
information has been
digital de-pantsing,
redacted.
certainly.
My character the language that they picked their name from.
Yes, and Australian English is definitely a dialect of the English language, just as American English is.
Wrong.
I don't know what y'all was trying to say there.
Hey now, why do you have to get onto the y'all part of it?
Just saying.
All right, y'all. Let's settle down a little bit.
I mean, first person plural.
Oh, how
is-
dare you! I need Rain's owl for this. How dare?
Okay,
So-
that calls for the other one in chat now.
Other than the continuous barrage of punnery and linguistic tomfoolery, are there any other issues that we need to be aware of as triggers for pain, suffering, and woe?
I mean, the setting, your characters are going to suffer a lot of trauma because there's going to be some fucked up shit.
Superb.
Okay.
Like, I titled this campaign No Single Thing Abides because the full quote, which is from a Philip K. Dick novel, is no single thing abides and all things are fucked up.
Oh.
Sounds like a Philip Dick quote.
I love it. Why couldn't you? You should have just put the second part.
I was gonna, but but yeah.
Yeah, I guess you can't write that everywhere.
I think Throck would yell at
Everything
me.
is fucked up.
Throck would yell at me if I put like the
Nah.
full quote as the campaign name because it would like take
No, this
all
is
of the
a lot
Twitter
better.
limits. All right.
Yarp.
You just make it 281 characters.
Better
Love you,
put both of
Jack.
them in there for you, Jack.
I would get murdered so bad. Oh my god.
And actually, one I think Michi would use more often.
Oh boy.
I love
Alright.
those. Sorry, Chad.
For the record, the second one is actually my sister's cat.
That's even better.
All right. So we've gone through everything that was on my to-do list. I just need to.
We have a little bit of time up our sleeves.
We
Do we
have
want
a
to make an introduction to Firewall?
that's the one thing that I didn't put on the list that I need to talk about. Okay, so we can start the campaign two ways. We can start with you guys are already part of a sale, doing firewall things, and you get a mission. Or we can do recruitment as a first session, which I really like because it gives the characters kind of
Context.
It gives you a chance to really get into your character before like a lot of the heavy roleplay starts.
I'm definitely interested in that.
Awesome.
I'm not speaking for anyone else.
Mhm.
I'm just saying from my perspective.
No, I'm down for the recruitment too. What's everybody else
Like
thinking?
I'm good for
Recruitment.
You would
That's-
basically
yeah.
Yeah. You would basically start the next session with everyone kind of getting a ping for a job offer and et cetera, et cetera. And then going through that job, and that's you would
That
have
sounds
no
awesome.
at this point, at the beginning of this campaign, you have no idea who Firewall is, what Firewall does. Maybe you've heard some rumors about secret oversight agencies. But yeah,
Maybe we could all be invited to a recruitment session at which we all meet for the first time.
Yeah, it would basically be, hey, I need some people for a job. Are you interested?
Sure.
That works for Esev.
Yeah.
That could be into it.
I think my character's probably been like kind of digging into looking for something.
Your
Anything.
character sounds like they are just kind of bored as shit and will take whatever happens.
That's basically what I'm going for. Is like oh, I guess we could go do that. I'm not doing anything right now.
That sounds dangerous. Let's do it.
Here, put this under your tongue. No.
And Melina's attitude will be, well, I've been napping for a while. I really kind of need something to do to finish gearing up for my next project.
Awesome.
Esev's like, I'm broke.
Awesome. Good.
All right.
Good.
Wow.
Should we do that now?
Now.
Probably
Or-
not now because I don't have it prepped.
I've
I've got a vague outline of that, but I didn't want to like go ahead.
Oh yeah, we need to give the DM time too.
What? You can't just do this off the top of your head.
No, they just come up with
the
stuff.
fact that was in stereo.
Really?
I've got to have like a basic like, what the fuck are you doing going on here?
That's going to be your thought for the rest of the
I thought we
campaign.
just told you what we were doing.
Yes.
I should really stop shouting. They're sleeping next door.
Oh,
Oops,
it's gonna be
yeah.
okay.
I figured this was either
Well,
going
they
to
will.
run a little early or run way late.
Are we
But
early?
this group is also like
Yeah.
super on board with pretty much everything that I thought was going to take forever.
What did you think would
Surprise.
take forever?
I honestly
Trump.
thought that the boundary things were going to take a lot longer than they did. But this is a group that seems to be very, yeah, sure, here are my boundaries. And everybody's like, oh, okay, cool.
I mean, considering
Yeah.
where we all met,
Fair.
it's kind of like a
There.
Should have been obvious
Open.
in hindsight, but
yeah.
To be fair, you don't know all of us super well, so
that's
you
true.
know it's
That's
valid.
I mean, I wrote a 10-page thing on Twitter.
Yeah, you did.
I cried.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh,
Definitely cried.
yeah. I did almost cry a little bit also, actually. Yeah, see, they say that we all love you. That's
It's
what the
true.
chat says.
Well, is it worth maybe wrapping up with a quick chat about people's projects on the side? That
Yes.
things that they should know about us that
Time?
they might not, other than through other avenues outside Welcome to the Party.
So yeah, that's the good thing is that we have time for as long of an outro as you guys want to do. Pimp yourselves.
Oh,
Sorry.
good, I prepared an essay. I'm kidding. I don't.
I
do
lost
that.
the word. I lost the word.
I
Promote
probably have an
yourself.
essay.
Promote
Yeah.
yourself, promote what you're doing, where can people find you, what are you excited about?
Mhm.
And let's go in the opposite order that we went to start. So that
Okay.
Gemma, I think.
All right. So I'm Gemma Hooper. As I mentioned earlier, I am part of a group called Yarns, as well as the Welcome to the Party group. And we have some podcasts up at antipodeyarns.com, which are D&D and Star Trek Adventures actual play games. We're going to have more up eventually. We've been on hiatus for a while, but looking to get back into that soon. Additionally, I've just completed a dice and paper role-playing game called The Tome Keepers RPG, based on a television setting that I've been working on for a while. And if we can get people interested in playtesting and that sort of thing, then that would be wonderful. So feel free to contact me at the Twitter handle on the overlay, and which is just at Antipode Yarns or at Blue Jay Gliding, and I'll hook you up with a copy of the demo rules. Other than that, over to Keith.
I'm Keith, at Material Components on Twitter, or at at Material Components on Twitch, or at M Components on Twitter. I am part of a group that are doing also live actual play sessions on Twitch. We just finished a Numenera first season campaign and gearing up to do a Fate Expedition Dracana. It's going to be a Arctic survival dragon exploration campaign in Fate Core using the horror survival toolkit. So that should be really cool. We also do after school programs for kids teaching tabletop role-playing games with the Heroes Guild, theheroesguild.com. And we're designing a role-playing game for those kiddos aged 8 and up, Heroic Morality. So check that out. End of list.
Okay. So yeah, I'm Bria. You can find me at Mimic-sama-chan on Twitter, or I'm mostly active in the Discord. And I play on the 2nd and 4th and 5th Tuesdays in the Mimic Night campaign. And I play on Wednesday nights in the Welcome to Cotaset. And those are both at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And now this. Yeah, so this
I guess I should probably.
those other.
Sorry, I should probably
Yeah.
also mention that I'm the DM of the Welcome to Cotaset campaign. Sorry. Go ahead, finish what you were saying.
So then this is gonna play. We're playing this alternating from the Mimic Nights, right? Or
Yep.
Yes.
are we gonna do every night, every Tuesday?
Oh God, no.
This is alternating Mimic Nights.
All right, so So yay, that's me. That's what I do.
All right.
Rain is
Rain.
next.
I am Rain Hayes. You can find me on Twitter at Rain Ghosts, surrounded by X's. You can also find me here playing Eclipse Phase. You can find me here on Sundays playing both Winds of Chaos, which is our Warhammer 4E game, and Misspent Youth, which we are in dire straits in. And I'm on Wednesdays. I am playing Welcome to Cotaset. Can I shout out? Can I give a shout out for a friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a couple of friends who are professional authors who do really great urban supernatural stories. Shay Darkspane does the Dakota Shepherd Orlight Codex series, and Anna Nicola Darkspane does the Ashes series, which they both just came out with new prints of their books and new covers, a couple of new volumes. So I am helping them kind of get the word out on that. They have really great stories. And I have some stuff on DM's Guild.
Nice.
Amazing stuff on DM's Guild.
I gotta get
Mhm.
more on there. I only got 2 of them up, and I got like 8 waiting. Anyway, that's me. On to Jack.
Hey everybody, I'm Capjack, or at Captain J Cross on the Twitters. You can find me all over the place here on Welcome to the Party. On the 2nd, 4th, and occasional 5th Tuesday of the month, I am playing the in the Mimic Knights campaign with Onesama-chan here. And then, of course, on the now alternating Tuesdays, I will be here with Eclipse Phase. Ah, that's awesome! And then alternating Thursdays is our Pokemon 5th edition game where I play the Poketaker, who loves to kick Pokemon and take names. And then also on Fridays, you can find me here on Dragon Dark Days, our Waterdeep heist campaign run by the lovely, lovely Throck. And yeah, I am playing Galen Winterfell there. So this Friday is going to be an interesting one, so you should tune in and watch. And yeah, there's all sorts of new stuff coming up. If you loved what you saw tonight and you want to find more of us, feel free to jump into our Discord, which I just dropped the link for there, and come and say hi. And you can even get in on games and stream too. And we would love to have you. Oh my God. And Michi.
Hi, I'm Michi at Michisaurus on Twitter. I am here on alternating Thursdays in the Pokemon game playing Clementine, who is way too nice to be a part of this. Way too nice. I'm also currently playing on Wednesday nights in a series of one-shots before Coda Set. We did Honey Heist last week, which was absolutely phenomenal. And tomorrow we're doing a Masks one-shot, which should be really interesting. Also, obviously, I am here on the 1st and 3rd Tuesdays now, doing Eclipse Phase, and it's kind of terrifying. It's great. I love it. And yeah.
We're not going to make this hard on you at all.
Oh, no. No.
I'm not going to promise that, but I am going to promise that you have our full backing and that we support you 100%. So feel comfortable failing forwards.
Oh, it's going to be absolutely hilarious, whatever happens. And I love it already.
You're killing it so far.
We shall get through the trauma with laughter.
That's my entire life right there.
The house motto.
The puns will protect.
No,
And this is Genghis Gar. No, I'm kidding.
All right, and we're going to be rating for SETI D&D. So I want to say thank you all again for coming by, and we will see you all in 2 weeks, ? Should be.
The first.
Yes. Oh, perfect.
Wow.
Oh, right. Next month is a Oh, well. Yeah, well, don't be too hungover, y'all.
I mean, late on the first.
Or, you know.
Let's be
yeah.
honest, it could
know
add
what
to your
you're saying,
character
Jack.
development.
That's a great point. All right, so we will see you all later. And
Good night,
hold on.
all.
Oh wait, I'm hitting a button and I'm preparing it, and there's
We
a whole
gotta wipe it up,
process.
guys.
Oh my god! Wait,
Lend
yep.
him your power.
Vamp. Okay, and here we go. See y'all.
Bye.